Before I start, I'd like to say it's my boyfriend's little sister's birthday. If anyone want to congratulate her, please do in the comments. I will let her know. Hello my little internet folkies, I hope you're all okay. It's vedo day 7. I've done the first week. Hope you're all proud of me, because honestly I am so tired. Right, so today I wanted to talk about YouTuber books, and I'm going to give an honest review because I do have quite a lot of them. Right, so there's only, as far as I remember, one YouTuber book that I own that I do not have here that is back in Germany, which is The Amazing Book Is Not on Fire, which is Dan and Phil's first book. I read it quite quickly, to be honest, because there's not a lot of writing. I think I was done with it within like an hour. It's a sweet book, very like beautiful pictures, and it was like cute little segments, but I didn't think honestly that it was worth all the money for what you get for it. I mean, I bought it because I like them and I want to support them, but I think for the money there could have been a little bit more, like just material of them. The books that I have here are quite a few, and I'm going to go through all of them, but I don't know which one to start with. I'm going to start with Grace's Guide, the guide on how to be an adult, was it? Yeah, of pretending to be a grown-up, that's it, sorry. Full on fucked up. I thought it was a great book. I don't know if I paid a reduced price or if that's the normal price. I paid £11 for this. This one's got a lot of like pictures as well. It's like very like beautifully made. It's got some stories about her life and then just some general stuff on like how to do things as an adult. I thought it was sweet. I'm not complaining about having paid £11 for this. I think it was a good overall price for the quality of like the texts written and the quality of the pictures and everything. So I think it's a good book. Right, next book I'm going to talk about is This Modern Love by Will Derbyshire. I thought it was sweet. It's basically letters that people have sent in that make up their idea of love. So the first kind of chapter is about people having a crush on someone, and the second one is, I think, like being in the relationship or being with someone and how it makes them love them, and the end is just like kind of breakup letters. I think it is beautifully done. The letters in there are so good. I think Will and whoever he worked with, they've done a great job to pick out the letters that should be in this book. I think it was great. I paid about £15 for this. I think it was absolutely worth it. The colour of it is so, like the colour and the feel of it, it feels like a kind of older book, but it's just so well done. I don't know, I think it's great. If y'all want to read about love, someone else being in love, this is a great thing. Next I'm going to talk about Dodi's Secrets for the Mad. I bought this shortly after it came out. It's just a bunch of like essays that Dodi's written about things that have happened in her life, and some of her song lyrics are in there as well. I think it was really sweet. It says £17. I don't remember if I actually paid £17 for this. I think I did. I think it's a really well-made book. The like quality of it is very nice. Not gonna lie, I don't think, and please Dodi people don't hate me because I love her, I think this could have also been not a book, but just a Dodi, like if she would have done a blog about this, I think it would have been just as fine. So I think it goes along with, you know, what a lot of people say about YouTubers and getting their book deals and stuff. I think this is one of the books where the world would have survived with it not being written. Apart from that though, I think it's very like beautifully done, but I am not sure if it really should have gotten published. Right, now to a book that I think is very important that got published is Transmission by Alex Berti. I think it was so nice to read the like behind the scenes of what was going on, because in his videos he was already talking a lot about his transitioning and all that, but the book gave so much more insight, and it made me like realize how the kind of process goes. So I think this is really important. If any one of you want to kind of get one kind of side of how transitioning can work out, this is a really great book. £10 for this is absolutely worth it. It gave me so much insight of like the struggles and also what he like went through. So I recommend. Give him the love. He's a good person. I have met him at Sitsi last year and he's the sweetest, absolutely sweetest person you can meet. So support. Okay, let's go to a completely different kind of genre. Eat Smart by Naomi Smart. She has a lot of recipes in here that are like healthy recipes. I think I've tried doing one of them, but in a less healthy version. So I did what I had, but inspired by her. And I think it's a very good thing. Like, it's a very well-made book, and the recipes in there are easy to follow. A lot of them, of course, are plant-based, or all of them are plant-based because Naomi herself is plant-based. But what she's using, you can always add some like chicken to it, or if you don't have that one vegetable, you can always change whatever you have, I guess. That's what I've been doing, and I've got some recipes marked of what I want to try out. I think she's done a good job, and it was about £20. I think for a cookbook it's a normal price, and then I think for the quality you get, I think it's a good thing. But then I guess if you're not interested in Naomi, I think if I wouldn't be watching Naomi, this is not something I would have bought. If you're a Naomi fan, I think this book is not going to let you down. But if you don't watch her and don't know her, I'm not sure if this is something that would tickle your fancy, apart from, of course, if you're plant-based. Binge by Tyler Oakley. I only bought this a few months ago. I don't remember. I think it was like May or June or something when I bought this. I paid about £9 for this. It's like Alex's book, kind of like a story of coming out and like things that have happened in their life. He's done a very nice job to like just be honest, and there's a lot of things that he maybe not have talked about in his videos that are being spoken about in this book, and a lot of background that you just wouldn't see. I think I was crying during one of the chapters. I think it was the chapter where he was talking about how his dad didn't really understand. I think that's when I was crying, because I just got sad that people don't understand, you know, that not everyone is straight, I guess, and that some people got such an issue with it. So I think he's done a very beautiful job. He's done a good thing writing it. Next one is Hello Life by Marcus Butler. I bought this in a charity shop, so originally it is apparently £15. I think I bought this for £2 on a charity shop, not gonna lie. I wanted to get this book when it came out first, because back then I was a massive Marcus fan. I found this in a charity shop about a year and a half ago, I think, 2 years, something like that. It's got some essays about his life, stuff about being in a relationship. He's got some exercises in there. He's got some smoothie recipes in here. All in all, I don't think it's a bad book, but I have to admit I'm happy I did not pay the full price for this, because if I would have done, I would have felt betrayed. Not because he did a bad job, I think he's done a well job on this, but I think this is one of the other YouTuber books that people could have lived without. Nothing against Marcus. I still watch his videos. I am still a fan. I think he's doing amazing with the podcast as well. I think it could have been way better, especially for what it was sold as. It could have been just a bit more in depth, I guess. I don't know, it kind of still feels really like superficial and not actually going into depth. This is why I think this should have gotten published. Let's go to a book that did go really in depth of what has happened to them. It's Buffering by Hannah Hart. I think this was so beautifully written. She was talking about growing up, about coming out, about experiencing life, and just like being so like brutally honest. I cried at multiple parts reading this book, because she was just so open and honest, and she was sharing all the like stories that she has not really like talked about before. This is one of my favorite YouTuber books, just because she has done such an amazing job writing this. There's just so many things in there that I never knew about her. I mean, of course I wouldn't, because I'm just a viewer, I don't know her personally, but it was nice to get a glimpse into who the actual person is behind just getting drunk on camera and cooking, if you get what I mean. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I think she just done a brilliant job, and this is definitely one of the books that I am happy that it got published, because it does give a big insight into just herself. So good, high quality. The next thing I want to review is the entire Username series by Jo Sugg. Yes, I have bought all three of them. No shame, honestly. The first one was Username Evie, then came Username Generated, and the last one was Username Uprising. Admittedly, I think Username Evie was the best one out of the trilogy. I am not sure if I like Regenerated. I think there's just a lot of stuff that not that I don't agree with, but I think there's a lot of things that just could have done a little bit more differently. But then again, I didn't write this book. It was Jo's choice to do it this way, and I do understand why it was written this way. And also Uprising, I think it was a good finish, but it kind of, I don't know, I think it still could have done a little bit more, because the first one was such a high start. It gave so much stuff, and I think the other two are not following up exactly on that level, which I think is sad. I mean, I still love the series, but I'm a little bit kind of upset that the last two books didn't follow up to the first one. Also, if you all can't tell by the cover of it, it's a graphic novel and not like a biography or something. So there's full on beautifully done things. I think it's a good job. All the people who worked on it should be proud. It is very beautifully done, and I mean, no hate. I think they're great. Last book I want to talk about is How to Be a Boss by Lily Zane. I have loved Lily since the first video I have seen from her. Since then, I've been following her. It's been years, because when I first watched her, I was still living in Germany. My best friend and her sister were still living together in one flat, so this must be at least 5 years ago, maybe 6. It's been a hot minute. I was proud of Lily when this book came out, because I think she's amazing, first of all. Also, I have one of her Girl Love Rafikis, so I do support her and I support what she stands for. I'm very happy that I have this book. When I saw it in Waterstones, I straight up bought it. It's £17. This is also one of my favourite YouTuber books, because she has been really honest in every single chapter, and every chapter is kind of like a life lesson on what to do to just succeed in life, in not only career wise, but just succeed in every aspect. And I think she's done it very well, because she gave the life lesson, or the idea of what to do, with an example story. Look, she is so beautiful. These pictures, I cannot deal. She looks so beautiful. I mean, hello, can you all please appreciate the Queen? I think it's a very well made book. I'm proud that it got published. I think it's a good thing that it got published, but I also think Lily would have been fine without it being published. But I think this is a book that works for also non-YouTube fans, so for just anyone generally. I think this one is one of the books that would work, also not being a YouTuber's book. Good job, Lily. I love you. I am proud of you. Thank you. If you've got anything to say about any of the books I mentioned, please say so in the comments, so I can have a little discussion with you all, and maybe you disagree on what I said for one of the books, and I'd just like to, maybe have a little conversation. So y'all are welcome. You feel free to attack me if you want to attack. This is my opinion and this is my channel. So yeah, this is all. I will see you all tomorrow for another video. So right, I love you all. Goodbye. Have a beautiful rest of your evening. Bye.